amigos? What's up, everybody? I'm going to jump on here and let you all know that I am about to go live on Worldstar Hip Hop's Instagram. So go over to Worldstar Hip Hop's Instagram. I am about to go live. We're going to talk about an awesome NFT drop that they are about to do. So come over with us to Worldstar Hip Hop's Instagram right now. Check it out.
I just literally hopped in, but I want to talk about NFTs. I want to bring my boy Drake Bell and at NFT up live, and we're gonna get it popping. Here we go, right here at NFT. Worldstar, you already know. Yo 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 yo. What's the wave, bro?
What's happening?
Man.
Can you hear me yet?
Yeah, man. You got that McDonald's Wi-Fi right now, though.
There we go. All right.
Hey, bro. All right, bro. You know I'm in the McLaren today. It's an exciting day today.
I saw that, bro.
It's an exciting day today. It's an exciting day today.
Yeah, dude. Whoa.
Yo, this is the real Drake Bell from Drake and Josh, right?
Yeah, what's up, man?
Man, it's been a minute, man. I remember growing up watching you on I don't even know. That was like Nickelodeon way back in the day.
TV. Yeah.
Yeah. That was lit. That was lit. And now you're all about NFTs.
Yeah, dude. NFTs.
Tell me about it. I feel like NFTs. If you're a real hustler out there, you know what an NFT is. And for the people that don't, let's plug them in. Let's get them lit.
Yeah. NFTs are definitely an incredible new technology. The most exciting thing about it is what it's doing for artists. You know, back in the day, or even today, you buy a piece of art from somebody for $1,000, and then they have a hot summer, and now their stuff's selling for $25,000-$30,000. Then me as a collector goes and sells that piece for $30,000. Well, I profit from that. The artist doesn't see any of that money. But
yeah,
now with this blockchain technology, the artists are able to benefit on secondary sales. So, I mean, imagine if Basquiat's family or his estate, every time a $250 million painting got sold, it went to his family or his estate. I mean,
right.
It would change lives. It'd create generational wealth among artists. The whole idea of starving artists would be gone.
For sure.
And so it's just a really exciting arena right now.
So one of the things that I think that NFTs are doing that I think a lot of people might be hip to, but most people aren't. And for the people that don't know, people that are just joining us, we're talking NFTs. We think that this is the next frontier. It's a lot of hustlers moving on it right now. Worldstar has a drop later today. They're going to be doing the first ever Worldstar chain as an NFT, and that's coming by way of a few hours now. It's going to be a live auction. We're going to see people bidding for it. You'll be able to join me.
I think it's going to be an exciting one today, dude. With Worldstar, NFTs, I think we're going to get some collectors in there today.
Hell yeah. I see a lot of people talking about the car.
I was gonna say, what car is he driving? He's driving a McLaren.
Man, I'm in the cave right now. This is the McLaren. You know what I'm saying? This is y'all want to see some? Y'all want to see something nice? Let's see. Here we go. This is a sick car because you got the little. Check this out. It doesn't have passenger windows. It just has basically this little thing. Like I can't get takeout in it. It has these as the mirrors. Like there's no mirror out there. That's your mirror. And then the sickest thing ever is this right here. The doors go up. I'm in the cave right now at the parking. You said what?
Is that suede? What's on the door? What's that?
Hey, I can't show you all that. I can't reveal my location like that, bro.
Oh man. No. I mean on the door of your car.
Oh, yeah. Carbon fiber and suede interior. Of course. Yeah.
So nice, dude.
But again, if you're hustling right now and you're thinking about, what
Should we tell everybody what an NFT is? Because I'm sure there's a lot of people in here going, what in the world are they even talking about? So, dude, check it out. NFTs are non-fungible tokens, okay?
Right.
And they're basically digital assets. They're digital collector's items. So imagine if you're playing Fortnite, right? And you go in and you buy some skins on Fortnite.
Yep.
and you want to buy the coolest new skins or have the newest weapons or whatever to show off to all your friends and get some clout in the Fortnite world. Well, if Fortnite disappears and goes away, then all the money that you spent on all these skins just is kind of like a waste of money, right? It goes nowhere. But with the blockchain technology, imagine if when that game went away, you still all those assets that you purchased, you still own and now become collector's items that you can then sell to other collectors. Just like I would be like, oh man, I have the original, this original Nintendo game that they only made 5,000 of and then discontinued it. I have one of those and it's worth money and I can resell it on the market. And so these are these digital assets that you're collecting, like certificates of authenticity that could represent anything from a painting, a song, an album, a physical item. You could attach a NFT to a car, a boat, anything. So eventually musicians are going to be able to use them for fan experiences, for merchandising, so it's just a really exciting thing to get into right now for investment. For if you're an artist and you're looking for an outlet for your art and a way to make money in perpetuity forever instead of just posting your art to Instagram and giving Instagram content and now you can make some cash.
Have you seen the Worldstar NFT? The one that's dropping it?
Yeah.
For the people that haven't
seen
fire.
It,
it's sick. I mean, this isn't doing it justice, but
no, that's not doing it justice at all. You got to go on OpenSea and check it out. Yeah.
Go on OpenSea and search Worldstar Hip Hop and check out the NFT. Now,
and come over to we're doing Clubhouse at 11 o'clock, and so if you have what
Pacific
time,
Standard Time,
11 o'clock Pacific time, and if you're if you have Clubhouse, if you got an iPhone, you're on Clubhouse, come in there because we're going to be watching the auction live, and that always gets exciting because these bidders start coming in and it starts flying. So
let's talk about auctions. Because I've seen my fair share. I think we all saw the Beeple one, and that was absurd, right? Because I thought the Beeple piece was going to go for about 20 million, and I was
thought 50.
You thought 50?
Yeah.
So I thought 20 on the low end, right? And then for the people that don't know, Mike Winkleman, also known as Beeple, is a digital artist that created he created work for 5,000 days straight, right? So first off, hats off to Beeple, shout out to you. And
it's like whether he was sick, whether he was upset, whether he was didn't matter. Like he did a piece.
And he kept going, right? And so he had 13 years worth of work, and he was like, "Hey, I'm just gonna sell all of this work as one NFT. It's gonna be 5,000 images. And it's gonna be an incredible experience, and whoever owns it is gonna have all 5,000 images." And this everyday series, and they did an auction with Christie's, and the price on that was absurd. It went for $69 million. What did you think when you saw that number, bro?
It's just crazy. I mean, the one that blew me away was because I kind of knew Beeples was going to go for a lot. Someone was going to make a statement about NFTs, and drop a ton of cash. But the one that surprised me was Blau. When Blau, who's a DJ, who is an incredible DJ and musician, and he released his record as an NFT and raised $11 million.
Right.
We were on Clubhouse Live just listening to that happen before all of this money and stuff started coming in for NFTs, it was just a bunch of us kind of going, so what do you think we can do? What do you think? Oh, I don't know, maybe 100,000. Oh, I don't know, maybe something. And then all of a sudden we start seeing like the Blau and the Beeples auction, and then Aoki coming in, and then all these guys coming in, and it's just like, whoa, everything starts exploding. And then now all you hear everywhere is NFT. What's an NFT? But now's the time. Now's the time to get into NFTs because it's the Wild West. We're still Daniel Boone. We're still Davy Crockett.
So what for the people that's still rocking with it? For the people that's still rocking with us, how do you get into NFTs? Because I get that question all the time, right? People are asking me, how do I get started? And I think it's a good question because if you are Drake Bell as a celebrity, right?
Yeah.
Well, let's say you were just a regular Drake Bell when you were an aspiring actor and you're trying to figure it out and you knew about this thing known as the NFT, but you were trying to get into it. What would you now know, now with the new NFT knowledge that you have and you've acquired over the months and years, what would you do as an inspiring artist trying to come up and make it using NFTs?
Okay, so the NFT world is like it's a community. I mean, it really is artists supporting and helping artists. So the first thing I tell, like, I have a lot of artists who are, big in the physical art world, and
Yeah,
they don't really know much about NFTs. And some of them think, oh, well, I'm already an established artist. Like, all I have to do is make NFTs, and people are going to buy my art because I'm a famous artist.
right,
and
right,
it and it doesn't really work that way because the NFT community is such a community.
right,
So I tell them, come into Clubhouse, meet other people who are into NFTs, um, collaborate with other artists and all this, and then become a part of, like, it's like a big family. You know what I mean?
100%, 100%.
So I would say, Clubhouse is a great thing. I know it's a bummer right now because it's only for iPhone users. They're still in beta.
Right,
But
right, right.
there's a lot of communities on Discord, on Twitter, um, that you can find and fall into this NFT world, and then just ask questions. Don't be afraid to ask questions. Everybody in this NFT world is ready to help you. Like, I literally spend hours a day just helping people set up their MetaMask and their crypto wallets, because there's two things you have to understand about this NFT space.
Right, right, right.
There's, hey, I'm an artist, and I need to learn. You learn how to mint your stuff and upload it to these websites and these
Yeah, like
eBay,
OpenSea and all that good
eBay
stuff.
style
I got
websites,
you.
right?
I got you. So
Um,
before we get too technical, I want to talk about a couple points. First, for the people that are still rocking with us, Worldstar Hip Hop will be dropping their first ever NFT today on Lemonade.tv. It's going to be exciting. I'm going to be there. Drake's going to be there. We've got a lot of programming scheduled for today, and we're going to do this live auction. So we're going to watch these crypto billionaires, what they call whales, come in and fight for this Worldstar one of one. Now, what we're auctioning off today is the Worldstar chain. It's the quintessential Worldstar hip hop logo. It's iced out. It's got the nice Cuban link, and it's also got a nice 360 spin on it. We got the Lamborghini.
That's what I was gonna say. When you showed it, I was like, oh man, it's not spinning.
Yeah. It's got the spin on it. It's got the bling. It's got the Worldstar voice notes. It's got the Worldstar videos, all the viral memes, and I mean, it's really a one of a kind piece. And shout out to Television that worked on it. He did some incredible stuff there, and we're gonna get into that. But check that out as soon as we get off of here. We're gonna go live on Lemonade.tv and really get into that. But you're a music fan, right, Drake? Of course you are. All right, you a fan of hip hop music?
Sure.
All right, so there was one era in the last decade that just literally just defined, I think, contemporary hip hop music, and I think the people in the chat and comments they can rock with me on this or not. But mixtapes, you remember mixtapes? NFTs remind me a lot of mixtapes, bro.
That's what I use that example a lot. I'm like, remember when you used to drop, like, for musicians right now? There's an app called Audius, or a website called Audius, which is basically like a SoundCloud kind of thing. It's more for the NFT crypto community, and it's really cool. Like, I go on there, and for independent artists, it's awesome because I've got all these old songs that I've never put out, or like old demos, or stuff that fans would love to listen to.
Right.
Like the hardcore fans, and you can just go and drop this stuff on Audius, and then you could like tokenize it for your fans, and it's literally like dropping your mixtapes. It's like surprise mixtapes.
We gotta make it simple, right? You're speaking in that crypto speak, tokenized. Let's dumb it down. Let's make it easy for, like, if I was 5 years old, what it would mean for me. When you say tokenized, what does that actually mean? Because we have our own language in this cryptoverse.
Okay, so a token is basically think of like a certificate of authenticity, right?
Right.
So like you're sitting in a McLaren, right? So there's got to be some sort of papers that prove to me that that's a McLaren, right? There's some report on the car. There's some.
I mean, what you
Lets
trying
me
to
know
see?
how many. Lets me
What
know
you want
how.
to do, man?
Lets me know like if that car's been worked on. Has that car ever been in an accident? What mechanics worked on that car? What I'm sure with a McLaren, it's got down to the detail of everything about that car, right? Well, now
Yeah,
imagine if all of that information was actually on a hypothetical token that lived on the blockchain and was protected digitally, and all I had to do was go to the blockchain to find out everything about your car. So you could tell me, this is a brand new McLaren.
So I got a real example for you. We're about to take a chain, the Worldstar chain. It's iced out. We're gonna put that chain on the blockchain.
Yeah.
Does that mean that both chains have value, the physical and the crypto version?
Yes.
The NFT?
Yep. Because now the NFT is a one of one. It's rare. It's scarce, right? So now to a collector,
that scarcity is going to drive the demand and the price up. It's just like
exactly.
Easy.
Pokemon
like
cards.
Pokemon
like
cards,
Easy.
easy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you got it's scarcity, right? It's just like Bitcoin. There's only a certain amount of Bitcoin, and that's why it's raising in price.
So let's say I wanted to invest in this and I didn't know where to start. I think that's one area where a lot of people kind of get stuck. Like, how did you get your first start into crypto? And NFTs in general too. And NFT, crypto.
I was just interested in Bitcoin and blockchain and all this kind of crypto.
So you were the nerd. You got off TV and became a nerd. It sounds like.
Kinda. I mean, I've always been a nerd, but
you weren't a nerd. You weren't a nerd on Drake and Josh.
Well, I'm like a rock and roll nerd. I like techie stuff, but I play rock and roll at night. You know what I mean?
I feel that.
But yeah. So I was already loved cryptocurrency and all that stuff, and was fascinated by it. And then I discovered NFTs and realized, oh my god, this is like the stuff I love about finance and investment combined with art and having an artistic outlet. And now I'm like in these communities with all of these artists and like-minded people, and it's just incredible. It's really incredible. So I gravitated towards the space immediately, and I'm a collector, so I already understood there's a hurdle people have to get over, because they're like, wait a minute, why am I buying this imaginary thing that lives in this imaginary place that I don't. I mean, at least to them, it's imaginary. It is a physical, real place that it lives, but in your mind, you're like, a blockchain.
I don't own.
Where does it live? I can't hold it. I can't touch it.
But we spend a lot of money on like 2K or Fortnite or
exactly.
what's the latest game?
Or a blue check.
Yeah. You're right.
A blue check is just this thing that lives on an app that's on your phone that could be terminated tomorrow. I mean, Instagram could go away tomorrow, but people are like, how much do I need to pay for that blue check? Because I will pay whatever amount. You got people who are like paying thousands of dollars for what? For proof that they got the little blue check. It's the clout, And that's the same thing with the NFT space. It's like, just like Fortnite, just like all that. It's like, hey, I own this, and there's only 1,000 of them, and I have
right.
It's the same thing as baseball card collecting. It's the same thing,
except
the technology is going to grow into every space.
So are you curating your NFT collection, or are you just picking and just getting one of whatever interests you right now?
Well, a lot of my collection is a lot of new artists and up and coming artists that I'm a big fan of.
Right.
And then
honestly, I think that's where most people should start, right? If you haven't been into crypto for a long time, I think getting in at that ground level, trying to find like the next people, might be a cool way to kind of put yourself on, because it's going to force you to research this stuff. It's going to force you to get familiar with some of the marketplaces. understand the nuances between the marketplaces, because a lot of this stuff still is day zero technology,
Oh yeah.
right? Like, there's bugs, there's glitches, there's errors, and it's not like what's up? Yeah, I was gonna say it's not like it's not getting fixed, but this is the time where it's super exciting. This is the time where you get ahead, and I think you know people are seeing these Worldstar drops. These are cool. The crypto billionaires, they exist. They can play in this domain. But for the people that are just getting started, it is the smaller artists. Like, support your friends' work. Support your friends of friends' work. And, like, by way of doing this, if you built this chain where, we're all supporting each other for the first time ever, to a point you mentioned earlier, there's royalties in these smart contracts that you can build in. Every time I buy a Drake Bell NFT, I have to pay 7 to 10% or whatever you set the percentage to back to you as a perpetual royalty. And it's not just me, it's anyone else that buys that or transacts that NFT. And I think that concept alone, forever, in perpetuity. And that concept alone is, I think, how we're going to see some people really figure this stuff out and do some exciting and incredible things. But I think right now, in the mixtape game, to go back to that comparable, right? Like, you dropped the hot tape, you had the Lil Waynes dropping mixtapes, but then you also had, the J. Coles and the Charles Hamiltons dropping their mixtapes too, and gaining, some speed and some clout. So that's that. Today we will be doing the Worldstar NFT drop. We got a Worldstar iced out chain that's going on the blockchain. It's about to be a whole little insane ordeal. We got billionaires coming in from, I guess, Clubhouse, Lemonade.tv, OpenSea, and all over the world, really to bid for this one-of-one Worldstar hip-hop iced out chain. I'm excited to see how it all progresses. Drake, man, where should the people catch you?
Well, today they should catch me on Clubhouse at 11 o'clock Pacific time, and then just check out all my socials and follow at NFT, because that's where all the all the NFT info. Keep abreast of what's going on. Follow at NFT, and also let me talk about. I think there might be some people in the audience here that can benefit from the knowledge that this really revolutionizes not just like artists and painters and things like that, but like musicians and independent artists are no longer going to have to make albums to fit an algorithm, to please a label. They're going to be able to make the albums they want to make as artists, because now with this technology, I can go directly to my fans and say, here, buy these tokens directly from me that represent my new album. But each token that you buy has an experience with it, right? So if my fan buys one of my tokens, they might get a free concert ticket, or they might get a Zoom call, or they might get, I'll write a song about that. There's different like levels of prizes that you're auctioning off, right? So
sure.
So now that can go directly to me as the artist.
Right.
And now instead of getting 0.0008 cents a stream, and all of the streams from Spotify going to Drake and Taylor Swift,
right.
If you're listening to your favorite artist all day long, Drake and Taylor are getting paid.
I want to vibe out with you on this, right? So let's say we're talking about day zero NFTs is very, very early. Let's say you get good at NFTs, you figure it out. What's possible 5 years from now, we can't even fathom, bro. Like, we talk about Fortnite, and you know how they do drops? They did a collab with Travis Scott. You remember that?
Yep.
Like, because this is open source, this is on the blockchain, what is stopping a future game developer from saying, hey, I'm going to take artist assets and use them in our game, and every time we transact or every time whatever, we'll pay the royalties out to the artist, but we can do these big, massive drops. But instead of just doing one-of-one Travis Scotts, we can do it with any artist on the chain. So if we did a Beeple drop today and a Blau drop tomorrow and a Drake Bell drop the day after and a Worldstar one, it's like, it's the same technology. And it's the same infrastructure. And I think we've never really had anything like that before, because there's always been people behind the scenes trying to do the contract, legal lawyers, all that. All the madness has been behind the scenes. I mean, you talk to me, because, Drake, you've been in the industry for some time now. People are familiar with you. They know your shows. Behind the scenes, what was it like when you weren't on camera, right? Like, when people people were saying when you had agents and they're coming to you with contracts and they were telling you would get paid this or you get a royalty for that. Was it as simple and as clear as some of this NFT stuff?
No, not at all. It's so convoluted, and you know, nobody that doesn't have a college degree and went to Harvard is going to understand every little thing that's in there. And what's amazing is, with this technology, it's going to be to the point where, when you go buy a house, there's all these things you have to do, papers you have to sign and things that have to, be transferred. And with this technology, I'll be able to go, okay, I like that house. Click. Now the now the deed basically to that house goes into my wallet, and now I own that house, and the transaction's over.
You think we'll get to that reality in the next 10 to 20 years?
I think so, yeah.
You think this is the future of all transactions?
I think so. I mean, they're already talking about buying Tesla with Bitcoin.
Yeah, that happened yesterday.
Mark Cuban's already going in, full force on NFTs. So
right.
I guarantee you're gonna be going to sports events, and there's gonna be some NFT involvement, whether that's you get free NFTs that you can redeem at the game for the miniature basketball
right
that you get that day, or or special edition merch from the things. And I think what Mark was already talking about doing, being able to spend Dogecoin at like Mavericks games and everything. We're seeing it. It's moving quickly, and it's gonna be a I mean, it already is kind of a revolution.
So we got the Worldstar hip hop NFT dropping today. This is going to be cool. It's on lemonade.tv. That's where we're going to be doing the live stream. We've got a clubhouse. Drake Bell's going to be in the clubhouse. We're going to be also on Instagram covering this stuff. We're going to be watching it. It's going to be live on OpenSea for the people that are diehard.
If you want to watch the numbers, go to lemonade.tv. And then if you have access to Clubhouse, come in there because we'll be commentating and watching it happen live. So
yeah. And I think, man, we got to make it special. It's a lot of people that have been rocking with us. They stayed on for the entirety of the show. We're about to close it out. But let's scroll through the comments. Let's see if we got any NFT comments. Because, I mean, you covered a lot. Let's see what we got. Let's see. What do you... Oh, man. People are rocking with you. They're rocking with you. They want Drake and Josh back. When is that reunion coming? A lot of people are asking about that.
Call Paramount Plus.
Paramount Plus. All right.
No, I don't know, man. We've talked about it, but I don't know. I don't want to ruin a good. I don't want to ruin a good thing, I want to like.
Man, stop lying to the people. You got rich off NFTs. You like, I don't need that check no more. you didn't ball it out,
man. I don't know, man. NFTs are fun, but I don't know. I'm like Seinfeld. Like, it'd be fun to get back together with everybody, but then like, what if we ruin it? What if it sucks?
No, I feel you on that.
Leave the good in the, I mean, I don't know. I've been wanting to do it. I think it'd be really fun, but what if we miss it? What if we miss the mark?
I feel that.
And then that's the legacy. That's what everyone remembers. Hey, remember when you tried to redo your awesome show and it totally sucked?
I feel like you guys, because you have that energy and because you're nervous about messing it up, I feel like it'd be like, I feel like it would be actually pretty good. Like, I feel like y'all would take that.
I mean, me and Josh have like crazy chemistry, and every time we get together, it's like, right back in it. So I'm sure it would be. I mean, it would probably be cool, but I don't know, man. I just get nervous.
Well, Drake, I know you got a clubhouse to catch. I gotta go get ready for this NFT drop. Worldstar hip hop.
Yeah, everybody, come check this out. This is gonna be dope. I think we're gonna. What do you think? What do you think we're gonna go for today? What do you think the top is for this?
Man, you're really asking me a price. I don't know. I think. I mean, it's interesting, right? Because I think the bid is starting at 11 Ethereum, which is about like a little under 20,000, somewhere around there. So, I don't. A 5x would be kind of cool. 10x would be interesting. 100x would be incredible. So I think that those are the markers that I have, and so 100x is like, oh my gosh, this is crazy, but 5 to 10x would be kind of exciting as well.
Yeah.
What do you think though? What do you think? Because
I don't want to jinx it. I don't want to jinx it, but I think we're gonna see. I think we're gonna see a good number today, just because I think Worldstar's got such.
That's the thing. Is like this stuff is so hard to call, man. Like I don't know, right? Like I just think about it and say,
like as a collector, I'm looking at this as a collector. Okay, it's one of one. It's Worldstar. It's got cultural um, relevance. You know, it's geez, I couldn't think of that word. It's got like such cultural relevance. It's such a staple. It's got such like history.
It's the first Worldstar hip hop chain on the blockchain. Like you can't top that. Yo, it's so fire. Did you see Ben? We started off the day. Ben Baller, he was like already talking about it. I was like, dang, Ben Baller already beat the chick. He was like, yo, go smash it. So I mean, like that's the thing. Like I think people are gonna run this up because there's a lot of excitement, and I think it's meaningful to a lot of people, not just the culture, but just like what the past 2 decades have been. You know, I remember growing up with Worldstar. You know, and checking it out in the early days when they had the fight video era, and then they did the music video era, then they did the Instagram and all the different eras associated with Worldstar, the memes, everything. Like all of that is encompassed in one piece. Like this is the signature.
That's what I love about them being so early. You know what I mean? It's like you know, Worldstar has always been sort of like at the forefront. Like, hey, check out what's happening. You know, like
right.
The front runner of all this stuff,
like
telling you what's hip, telling you what's cool.
Before everybody else. They're like,
that's what I mean. And so, so when I heard them, you know, when we started talking about doing a Worldstar drop, I was like, oh, of course you guys are this early. Like, this is perfect. Like, perfect timing, you know?
Hey, if they weren't this early, it wouldn't be Worldstar.
It wouldn't be Worldstar, exactly.
It wouldn't be Worldstar. You'd be like, damn, I saw that first on Worldstar. But now that Worldstar's doing it, I expect this to be everywhere tomorrow. Like everybody's getting in their moms can jump in. But that's cool though because we need that for the NFT market to stabilize, right?
We want this to grow. We want it to become mainstream. Right now it's tough, right? You know, you got to understand crypto. You got to open up your MetaMask wallet. You got to download Coinbase. You got to. There's a lot of. They don't make it easy. They don't make it user friendly yet.
But making a website in the early 90s was not easy, right? Not even in the early 2000s. But then as the industry got more mature, you looked at it, now everybody knows how to do a Squarespace, right?
Exactly.
Or, you know, I mean, if you're not doing a Squarespace, you're doing a WordPress. If you're not doing a WordPress, you're doing a Wix. And, like, you know, making a website has become a lot more accessible to the average person. That wasn't true 20 years ago. Now we're at that precipice or that point where NFTs are really there for the people that want to dig in and dive deep, but there's a lot of value if they figure out something before everybody else does. And it's exciting to see a person like yourself, you know, you don't have to be doing this, man. But for you to just, you know, go all in and invest a lot of your time and energy into this space and support and bring light to some of the younger artists that are coming up, because you oftentimes don't see people, you know, with the blue check, Drake, shouting out the little guy. Sometimes once you get to the top.
That's what I love. That's what I love about this space, man, is there's so many incredible artists, young artists from all around the world, all around the country that, you know, that don't know anything about crypto, don't know anything, but they're so unbelievably talented. And so I've been reaching out to them, helping them onboard, you know, helping, you know, pay their fees to get onboarded, helping, you know, get their first sales made. And this is life-changing for some people, you know. These are kids who are uploading their content to Instagram and not doing anything, and then all of a sudden they start selling NFTs, and they're like, whoa, I just sold a picture for $250, like, whoa. And then he sells another one for $500, and they're like, okay, wait, what's going on here? Like, I'm like, welcome to the NFT space, dude. Like, keep trucking, just start creating.
Well, Drake, you know, that's my cue, man. It's been a pleasure. It's about that time, bro. It's about that time.
All right, man. Well, you enjoy. I'm gonna go get into my Toyota Tercel or whatever my car is outside. I'm gonna call an Uber. Holy,
hey man, you know what it is. You know what it is.
What's the price on that car? What do we think the MSRP is on that?
Hey Mark, what's the price on this bad boy over here?
Something $1 million.
3-point-something million. I'm trying to hop out like I'm off live.
3-point-something million.
Yeah, 3-point-something. Yeah.
So kind of like
Which-
3 point, whatever else you feel like giving me for the car.
Whatever else you feel like.
Hey,
Like
if you get a
3
pop in
million,
NFT, you get a pop in NFT, and all of this could be yours in just enough
Bro.
time.
Bro, take a picture of all
We're gonna fill it up more.
Got a couple more.
All right, we got a couple.
Take picture.